everybody, my name is Eric Wood, and today we are going to be talking about Captain America's Civil War. Captain America Civil War was intended to be the penultimate Marvel movie in Marvel's giant multi-billion-dollar franchise. Now, you do have to acknowledge that Captain America Civil War is based off of a comic book, and so even though movies should be able to stand on their own, it's almost impossible not to reference the source material in this case. In the original comic book, Civil War was about the conflict between Iron Man and Captain America, specifically over the Superhero Registration Act. The Superhero Registration Act stated that in order to ensure public safety, superheroes would give up their right to privacy and be monitored and registered by the government. Captain America, being the old-fashioned American, thought this was an awful idea, and Iron Man, being the new-fashioned American, thought this was a great idea. Now, the movie takes this concept and alters it. Instead of it being a matter of the right to privacy and government overreach and all these complicated ideas, Tony Stark proposes to the team that they sign an accords that puts them under the jurisdiction of the United Nations General Assembly, and Captain America doesn't feel like doing that. For some reason. Now, I don't want to misrepresent this movie. It's a very good movie. The characters are fantastic. The acting is incredible. The comedy is good. The action is breathtaking. But what it does is it makes Tony Stark look reasonable and sensible, and Captain America look petty and vindictive, which is just a really, really weird role reversal for those characters. And like I said, you have to acknowledge the comic book in order to tell what the filmmakers were trying to do with this movie. They were trying to make Captain America look reasonable. They were trying so hard to give him a personal reason for doing it in the form of his friend Bucky Barnes. But ultimately, it just seemed like Captain America didn't want to be held accountable. And that's weird. That's not his style. That doesn't really make sense. There's a quote that appears in both the comic book and the movie that's meant to exemplify Captain America's behavior.
It is your duty to plant yourself like a tree, look them in the eye, and say no. You move.
And quite frankly, it doesn't seem like Captain America is doing that. All the movie did was make the character of Captain America look less noble and set up the next 5 movies. And if that's what you're in the mood for, a good action thriller without a lot of context or a lot of deeper meaning to it, I cannot help but recommend Captain America Civil War. It is one of the best made Marvel movies. But at the end of the day, that's all it is. So yeah, check it out, but don't expect too much. So yeah, check it out, but, it's a movie. Don't expect too much.